Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. For this video, I will be going over the 5-point problems for the Math Kangaroo 2019 test for levels 3 and 4. Let's get started with number 17. Each shape stands for a different number. The sum of three numbers in each row is shown to the right of the row. Which number does the star stand for? So first equation we see circle plus star plus heart equals 15. Circle plus circle equals 12. And star plus heart equals 16. So the first equation that we can solve is the second one. Since we know that each circle will be the same because each shape stands for a different number, so that means each shape will stand for the same if it's the same shape. So since there's three circles, we can divide 12 divided by 3 and we get 4. So each circle is worth 4. So we can put that here. And when we subtract 15 minus 4, we get that star plus heart equals 11. So now we get that in this equation, star and heart are also equal to 11. And we can cancel this out. And when we cross that out, we have to also subtract 11 from the total. And we get that a heart is equal to 5. So now, since we know that star plus heart equals 11, that means that 11 minus 5 equals that a star is equal to 6. So the answer for number 17 would be E. Number 18. Anna used 32 small white squares to frame a 7 by 7 picture. How many of these small white squares does she need to frame a 10 by 10 picture? So the picture on the right is the 7 by 7 picture. And we can see that on each side, here there's 9. And then here there would be 7 when we only go from here to here. Then here there would be 9. And here there are 7. So since it's a 7 by 7, we see that it would be, let's make this a variable. So b is the variable, b plus b. So we see b because 7 equals 7, 7 equals 7, plus b plus 2 because 9 minus 7 is 2, plus b plus 2. So this is the equation we're going to need to figure out how many small white squares she needs. So now instead of putting b as 7, we're going to put it as 2. So 10, I don't think I have enough space for the equation here, so I'm going to start it from here. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 10 plus 2. And when we add this, we get, this is 10 plus 10 plus 12 plus 12, because 12 is 2 more than 10. And when we finally add this, we get 44. So the answer for number 18 is C. Number 19. The pages of a book are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The digit 5 appears exactly 16 times. What is the maximum number of pages this book could have? So I got this Google Doc over here. So we could write down all the numbers that have a 5 in it. So 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Here's a special one. It has 2 5s, so it'll count for 2. So I'm going to write it again so we remember to count it twice. 56, 57, and now let's count how much we have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we need 2 more. 58 and 59. So it asked for the maximum number of pages. So we don't just stop at 59. We keep going 60, 61, 62, 63, 64 until a number with 5 appears. And we see 65 has a 5, so we can't count that or else there would be 17 pages with the number 5. So we stop here and the most possible is 64. So that means the answer for number 19 is B. And the reason I used the Word document was for two reasons. Number one, I couldn't fit all those numbers on this small area. Number two, it's easier to type them than write it. But the first reason is the main one. I have no problem in writing it if it helps other students do better. Now, number 20. A hallway has the dimensions shown in the picture. A cat walks on the dashed lines along the middle of the hallway. How many meters does the cat walk? So here's a tricky one. So let's split it up into three regions. So we have the blue region that goes from here to here. That looks a little messy. I'm going to rewrite it. Blue region is this one. And we have to notice that it doesn't actually go all the way. So the answer for like the blue region will not be 40. We can keep that in mind. Now, the orange region, which goes from here all the way to here. And finally, we can have the green region, which goes from here all the way to here. So as we noted earlier, the blue region cannot be equal to 40 because it does not go all the way. So we have to find out how much, I'm going to use a different color so we don't get confused. Let's use black. So we have to find how many meters this is equal to, and then subtract that from 40. So we see here that 8's how much is here. So that means that this region, this fully area here, would be equal to 4. And that means half of that, which would be the region we're looking for, would be equal to 2. So when we subtract 40 minus 2, we get 38. So blue region is 38. I'm going to erase this so we don't get confused. Now we have to find the orange line. We already know that from here to here it's 4 because this is half of the 8. But now we have to find out how much is here. And we see that this would be half of 6. And half of 6 is 3. So here is 3. So now from 20, we must subtract 4 and 3. So 20 minus 4 minus 3 equals, this is equal to 13. But 13 is not how much the the orange region is equal to, because if you notice, we also have this, like the 20 is only from this point to this point, and it's entering the 6 meters point. So that's why we don't just subtract 3, but we also have to add 6. So when we add 6, we get 19. So the orange region is equal to 19 meters. Now, finally, we have this lime green region. So we see that it doesn't go fully here, and it doesn't, so using that, let's first add 38 plus 19 to see how much we have right now. When we add this, we get 57. And we know that it will not be fully 28 because there's like this gap over here. So we have to find out how much this gap is. And we already know that it's 2 because if this part is 2, when we were subtracting it from 40, if that's 2, that means this will also be equal to 2 because we're dividing it equally. So 28 minus 2 equals 26. So this region is 26. Now we can add 57 plus 26, and we get 83 meters. So the answer for number 20 is E. The cat walks 83 meters. So it's very hard because you have to notice those little details that it doesn't go all the way. You can't just add 40 plus 20 plus 6 or something like that. And that's why 83 is our answer. Now, on to number 21. In a park, there are 15 animals: cows, cats, and kangaroos. We know precisely that 10 are not cows and precisely 8 are not cats. How many kangaroos are there in the park? So, if 10 are not cows, that means 10 is the total of cats and kangaroos. So, 10 is cats plus kangaroos. And if 8 are not cats, that means 8 is the total of cow plus kangaroo. Now when we add 8, 10, and 8, we get 18. So 18 would be equal to cat plus kangaroo plus cow plus kangaroo. And the only one that overlaps is the kangaroo. There's two of them. And there's 15 animals in the park. So we can subtract 18 minus 15 to find the overlap of the kangaroos to get that there are 3 kangaroos in the park, meaning that the answer is B. Number 22. Mary has 9 small triangles. 3 of them are red, so it has an R. 3 are yellow, Y, and 3 are blue, B. She wants to form a big triangle by putting together these 9 small triangles so that any 2 triangles with a common edge are different colors. Mary places some small triangles as shown in the picture. Which of the following statements is true after she has finished? So, let's finish up the rest of it. So, I'm going to be using the first color we'll need is red because this 5 is already touched by a blue triangle and a yellow triangle, meaning it has to be touched also by a red triangle. And so that means that actually we can't rule any of them out because the only one that talks about 5 is D. And that is correct because it's red and none of them else talk about 5. Now, we know that the next color we'll need is blue because 4 is blue since it's already touched by a red one and a yellow one. So there are none that talk about 4, which I guess they did it correctly because these are the easy ones to find. Now, 3 is only touched by a blue, so 3 cannot be blue. So it can either be red or yellow. And 2 can either also be red or yellow. And 1 can either be blue or yellow. So if we were to put a yellow here, suppose that we made 2 yellow. So let's see, 2 yellow, then 3 would have to be red, and 1 would have to be blue. But then the reason that this is incorrect is because it says that 3 of them are red, 3 are yellow, and 3 are blue. So we can't have it like that. So now it also says here, so that means that the 2 has to be red, meaning that this has to be either blue or yellow, but then that would once again make 4 blues. So we can, since we have a choice this time, we can make that yellow, making this also yellow, and this works. And after we see here, 1 is yellow, correct. 3 is red, incorrect. So not A. B. 1 is blue, already incorrect. C. 1 and 3 are red, nope, they're both yellow. D. 5 is red, correct. 2 is yellow, no, it's red. Leaving us with E because 1 is yellow and 3 is yellow. Okay, number 23. There are 5 children: Alec, Bartek, Cesaric, Derek, and Edic. One of them ate a cookie. Alec says, I did not eat the cookie. Bartek says, I ate the cookie. Cesaric says, Edic did not eat the cookie. Derek says, I did not eat the cookie. Edict says Alex ate the cookie. Only one child is lying. Who ate the cookie? So, the two statements that are contradicting each other are Alex's statement and Edict's statement. Because Alex either ate the cookie or he didn't eat the cookie. So let's first say that Alec is lying and he ate the cookie. So if he ate the cookie, that would be false. So the cookie goes to him. That would be true. That would be true. That would be true. But this would be false. That means he did not eat the cookie since Alec had it. But only one child is lying, and here two are lying. Meaning that the statement that Edict says has to be the one that is false. False. So the statement that Edict says is false. So he did not eat the cookie. He ate the cookie, that means. He did not eat the cookie. He did not eat the cookie, and he did not eat the cookie. So this all works out. But when I took this test, I almost got confused because if you were to select Edic, that would be incorrect because that's the child that's lying. But it's really tricky, and it first talks about the child is lying, but it asks you who ate the cookie. So instead of selecting Edic, which would be wrong, you must select B, Bartek, because it asks who ate the cookie. 24. Emil started to hang up towels using 2 pegs for each towel as shown in figure 1. He realized that he would not have enough pegs and began to hang up towels as shown in figure 2. Altogether, he hung up 35 towels and used 58 pegs. How many towels did Emil hang up in the way shown in figure 1? So, we see that in figure 2, the number of pegs will be one more than the number of towels because here, if you use 2 towels, then you're going to use 3 pegs. 3 towels, 4 pegs. So, now we subtract the number of pegs and towels. 58 minus 35, and we get 23. So 23 is not the answer because peg, remember, is one more than the amount of towels. So for figure 1 to find towels, we would have to subtract 1 to get an answer of 22. The answer for number 24 is D. This was a long video because the problems were more trickier, and I feel like that the more years that pass in Math Kangaroo, because this was a more recent one than the ones I used to do. This is 2019. I feel like they get trickier, but we were able to get it done, and yeah, so that's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss a video, and keep watching. Bye!